We're going. 3, 2, 1.
Stop.
We're live, motherfucker. Hello, welcome to Ready City Crit. I am, as always, your DM Harna, and I'm fucking sick of Discord and this piece of shit. You know what? Jesus, next time we're gonna fucking use Microsoft Teams or Skype.
No, don't do that to me,
We're
please.
gonna use Microsoft Teams.
I love listening to that little
It's a fucking bop, right? We love Skype. We love Skype here. Big
Oh,
Skype
Skype,
people.
okay.
A lovely
Skype,
history with
Skype.
Skype, don't we, Joe?
We have a lovely history with Skype. We love Skype. That's why we went to Discord originally, because Skype was so good. We moved here.
Skype Vietnam flashbacks.
You know what we could try? We could try Discord's own built-in guest star function, which might work because it would mean that Discord servers, not Discord, Twitch's servers would handle everything. It'd be worth looking into. We'd give it a little experiment, a little looky look. It would make it easier for me to set up if I hadn't already fucking done all the cropping and editing for fucking a piece of shit platform I'm playing on right now. Anyway, regardless, before I get salty about Discord, because that's not happened already, let's start off with Will.
Alright, I'm Will. I'm playing Volgear, a Durgar Ranger, and I'm gonna pass off to Ryan.
Hello, I am Ryan. I am playing Cyrus, an ASMR barbarian. Passing to George.
Hello, I'm George. I am playing Atlas Moreau, an Owlin Druid. Passing to Anthony.
Hi, I'm Anthony. I'm playing Beryl Starkfoot, a Satyr rogue, and I'll pass that to Mary.
Hi, I'm Mary. I play Astra, the ASMR Tempest Cleric, and I'll pass back to our lovely DM.
Alrighty then. So, many things have been happening. Many things indeed. Who would like to give me a little recap? Anyone?
Blank silence is inspiring.
I can recap it, but it'll be
I
boring.
got it. I'm on it. I got a log. I've always got a log, except that one week where I didn't have a log.
So you don't always have a log then.
In my defense, that day I had flown to Wales, so...
It's alright.
Excuses.
I had it covered. Cyrus was on the ball. He's not this week, but anyway.
Excuses.
Where's your log, huh?
I have a log. Do you know what
put
90% of
notes.
it is? Fucking how to
Is
make
it
that
just
fucking game
put-
work last.
Put 5 container in 3 container, move
Yeah.
container.
Like rewritten 8 times so that I could get it down to 12 words.
You could do that, but I don't think it will be very helpful for anyone wondering what happened last session.
5, 3, 3, 2, 5. There you go, there's your summary of last session.
Will's just ticking
And
with
in
some
an
binary.
additional summary, not that Will's wasn't great. Atlas log number 5, Wickedness Behind the Waterfalls. Through the waterfall and down the tunnels, another engine room and more Dryad's tears. This time they were following the orders of none other than one of the high priests of Suparna himself, Traki Osteroth. He's a good liar, I'll give him that. He didn't seem interested in talking to us, so back to fighting it was. A lot of stabbing, not stabbing, falling off ledges, jumping off ledges, trying to jump off ledges and falling, etc. later. And halfway through the fight, Traki pulls out a device, sets it up, says something ominous about how they're already in the 2 other cities and teleports away. Barros managed to figure out the device was overloading the engines. Between him, myself, and Volga shouting instructions while he fought a Dryad Tears goon, we managed to shut it down. After we got out, we were directed back to the council building. We received our utmost thanks, were named heroes of the city, given a medal, and some very cushy rooms to stay in. More importantly, we received our payment in full. Surprisingly, everyone has seemed to decide we're sticking together for a little bit. We're all claiming it's for the chits, but I think we're starting to become friends. For now, we're going to chase Traki to wherever he's teleported off to.
And with that...
What are you laughing at?
It was the friends we made along the way, not the chits.
Right now, it is also the chits.
Chits help make friends. Chitsy and shit. Of bitches and ho. So, you
Anyway.
are all currently in Oel Unarif. You have been put up in a very nice little home. It was one of the homes that normally would be used for like the diplomats and dignitaries, kind of like from other cities and stuff around, just to represent this location. So I guess as you all awaken on this fine new day, what would you like to do?
I believe
Breakfast.
we decided that we were going to charter a ship to one of the other cities, so I assume just, of course, breakfast first. We all know how Cyrus gets if he doesn't get his breakfast.
So I will say we had a pretty long enough discussion about what you had in mind for the next for this session. There were multiple options. You were given the opportunity, if you'd like, to have a ship chartered to a different one of the Sky Cities of your choosing, or you instead could have had a a variety of things that could have taken place here if you wanted to stay looking around in this immediate kind of like Sky City itself, help out with the aftermath. You also, with a very good check from Volgir, learned of a spell called Trace Teleport, which would allow you to learn the location of a teleport spell within a radius of it.
Yes, that's what I was going to
Yes,
say.
that's
Are
the
we
Yeah, I
going to
think
try
we're
and
going to get a mage.
recruit a mage to track down the priest, or at least figure out roughly where he went?
Yeah, because we wanted to travel to the city that he specifically traveled to.
It's a manhunt.
I like how we met this priest once and he was like, no, I'm not a terrorist, and then he turned out to be, and we're all just there like, and I took that personally.
Never trust a priest again.
Said many
Damien,
young
over
boys.
again.
I'm sorry, I was right there. Said the priest to the police. Okay, let's lay off the Catholic Church. They've done enough.
Let's go find a mage.
All right. I mean, you have access to World Anvil. You can look at the city map. It's a bit more interactive than this one, but I'll pull up the one on Roll20 as well.
Is the Moon Isle...
Moon Isle is currently primarily off limits.
Okay,
Would be the.
because it's kind of half in, out, half out the sky.
It's hanging at a 90-degree angle, so anything at the Moon Anvil is currently off limits. But you may find access to things like the smithy there. You may find ways to procure things that might be able to rescue that, or other things as well. Those are just the main. That's just where the largest one is.
I mean... We know there were mages, like, lifting the city back up again, who I think were working, like, for the city, so possibly asking at the council building, they'll be able to at least direct us towards, like, which bit they're working for.
Or ask the councillor or chancellor.
Or the sheriff.
Yep.
Yeah. It's either that or we go down the route that we ask the magic shop owner.
I feel like he charges
He
an arm
was
and
on
a
the
leg
Moon
for
Isle,
that.
though, and we don't know. No,
Yeah,
he
but
wasn't.
No, he's on the
fine.
Sun Isle.
Yeah, he's on the Sun Isle.
Yeah, but also I imagine if there was anything of importance on the Moon Isle that is no longer available, they'll have been moved to a temporary residency.
I still think we're better asking about, like, mages rather than the magic shop owner, because we don't know how powerful he is.
Yeah. There'll be powerful mages who work for the council.
Yeah.
So shall we just look for mages, or should we contact the sheriff to...
There are plenty of
Does the
mages currently
council
manning the
building
edge
have
of the.
a help desk?
Yeah, it would have like a reception desk. Yeah.
Shall we ask at the help desk where we would find a powerful
Yeah.
mage?
That's not already priorly engaged, because I have a feeling they're just pointing straight outside.
Someone's like holding up the other aisle, and we just grab and be like, "You're coming with us."
Drop the
The Moon Isle falls.
It's okay. I'm the savior. It's fine. We're all
It's okay,
saviors.
everyone refer to my medal.
Yeah.
Which I will be wearing the entire time we're on the Elf Planet, at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
pin.
Oh, that's the point. Was the medal something that was getting added to
Oh yes, it was an
in
item.
the on?
Oh yeah, I was going to, but I forgot to do so. I'll put it on there.
No worries.
Fair enough.
So breakfast and then help desk.
Breakfast and help desk.
Breakfast and help desk.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So you get yourself a little bit of breakfast. Your little it is very, very good food as well. Cooked for you. You don't have a private chef, but like specifically to yourselves. But there is a team of cooks and helping hands and things like that who kind of cater for the area that you're in, the Sun Isle, which does a lot of the politicians and things like that. So you do get a fully
Politician food.
comped paid breakfast, served fresh to your liking, which you can enjoy however you like. You are on a floating city, so there are some limitations on the things and resources they can get, but especially the fact that it's been under lockdown for a little bit, so the most fresh of ingredients is maybe not the easiest to come by, because most things like airships are the things that bring in all the fresh fruit, because there's no real farmland or anything like that here. So it's probably more lots of cured meats, cheeses, things like that. So very much like a continental style breakfast is presented. They still have like things like flour to make pastries and things.
Is there a giant cured ham out of curiosity?
Are there croissants?
I think you would struggle to cure an entire ham because the way it takes. It is possible, but you can get them. Probably is, but probably not presented. You're probably presented like nice thinly cut.
What's the thing where it's like the whole leg? I can't remember what it's called.
Lamb chop?
No,
Joint
no,
of
it's like a
ham, or,
cured
like-
meat and it's like a whole leg.
Serrano ham, isn't it? Yeah, it's a Berico.
Yeah, a Berico. It's like the whole leg with the foot on still.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
expensive.
Very expensive.
It's like 350 quid for like a fucking leg.
Yeah.
And will stop trying to give me Kaz PTSD.
Post-traumatic CAS disorder. But yeah, let's ask at the help desk after we've stuffed our face with cured meats and croissant.
Cheese and pastries.
Croissant. So, food and then ding ding ding.
Yeah, I'm not asking because I am not the charisma anymore. And I'm trying to learn that.
I
My
will.
Christmas alright.
I will ask because I am the charisma.
You are the charisma.
I'm really not the charisma.
You are minus the
I'm
charisma, aren't you?
I'm
I will approach the help desk.
Perfect. You approach the help desk. You see there is a like female elf. She's got like long, like kind of like fiery red hair tied up into like a very tight bun. Like glasses that sit like quite high on her face. Big round spectacles that kind of dominate the majority of her features. She looks like she's got quite chiseled cheekbones, but it's hard to tell because the glasses kind of warp everything in, making her eyes look really, really, really tiny. She kind of like squints through them at you. Despite this, she's clearly quite young and full of life. She
Got
just
this
has
going on.
terrible, terrible eyesight. And as you kind of approach, you just hear yes, hello, welcome to the council buildings. How can I help you today? If this is a request of a claim for a housing insurance policy, unfortunately we have had to put all of them on hold due to 1/3 of the city being there. If you would like, you can reach us by mail at, and I starts giving you like very much the like, welcome to our phone line service. Here's some terms and
We're not
conditions.
here for the general spiel. We were told we could find the assistance of a mage of some kind to assist us in matters of importance in regards to security. Someone who would specifically know teleportation magic.
Ah, you're looking for someone who will help you with teleportation magic. Of course. Let me see what we have. She turns to her desk. She begins
Anyone else
working on the
getting a little
screen.
creeped out how she just repeated that?
Oh, what's the thing from Loki?
The clock thing?
Yeah.
Oh, Mrs. Know-It-All.
No, it's like Mrs. Time or something.
I'm getting that vibe.
I'm terribly sorry. It appears most of our mages specializing in teleportation are quite busy at the moment. I could book you in for an appointment. At this time, their schedule is quite booked up with dealing with the Moon Isles catastrophe.
Would anyone be available for what's the school transmutation? That's a similar line, yes.
Let me check.
Miss Minutes. That's what she's called.
Close between that, and computer says no.
Oh. Unfortunately, it seems like most of them are also hampered down. These ones are being tasked more with the retrieval and replication of goods and things from the island. They're less critical, but they would not be as helpful as one of our specialist
I do
teleportation
believe
experts.
we would like to take all the help we can get. I don't know if this is going to help in freeing someone up, but we do have these, and I'll show the medal as a way to see if that budges on anyone's availability.
We're also hunting a terrorist, if that budges anyone's availability.
Okay, with the, you kind of flash the medal. Make me a persuasion check with advantage because you have flashed your medallion of Mediso.
Flash that cash. / metal.
That is a 16 and a non-nat 20.
Don't lean on the green screen, Sylvie. You'll damage it.
What else is she meant to use as a pillow?
Her fucking, I don't know.
Careful.
Bed?
Right there.
I'm assuming she has a doggy bed.
Yeah, that she's
Probably
also
like
laid
5.
on. That she's also laid on right
She
now.
likes a separate pillow.
Okay, have
Roy likes a separate pillow.
this. There you go.
Sometimes the
I thought
separate
you
pillow is
read-
the
I-
floor, but
I misheard you and thought you said Ryan. And I was like,
Ryan too.
Alrighty. With a 20, she nods and goes, yes, okay, let me see here. Alright, this is probably going to be your best bet. You need to find, She prints out a small little document for you and hands it to you. It's like on a sheet of parchment with like a little script there. You see a description for a male halfling. You see like a very much like ID style photo of an individual to give you a little look of what you're looking at. It is unfortunately in grayscale, so it's hard to tell colors and things. But he's got long, wavy hair, piercing eyes. His skin is all pockmarked. He's got a very round face, a short chin strap beard, and he's got 2 ring piercings on his left eyebrow. And then you see above it, it says Theric Derhub. This is sex, male, ethnic heritage, halfling, profession, transmutation wizard for the council.
This will do nicely. Exactly what we needed. Thank you very much.
I'm so glad I could be of assistance. If you could please rate my service on a scale of 1 through 5, and she swipes something on your holostrap, flashes up a little feedback survey.
5 stars.
Thank you so much. Good luck.
And we start. Does it give an indication what we might find?
Yes, so basically it also has an thing your holostrap will allow you to scan over, similar to how your medallions work. They can actually be scanned by anyone with a compatible holostrap to get more information. It will tell you his, not his home address, it will tell you his usual working offices and how to get there. So, and he works in Council Building B on the 2nd floor in room 526. It also tells you his most recent tasking, which he is currently being tasked with retrieving / replicating the relics of Sarpana from the cathedral.
So do we think he's at his office or he's out on like the borders of the island?
I mean, we're already at the council.
He could be at.
right?
It's just like, you know,
well.
it tells you his current task and like what his most recent job has been assigned to him. But also his home base. So like, you know, even if he wasn't at his office, it's likely he would return there at some point
I
during
feel like
the day.
we check his office because we're here, and if he's
Yeah.
not there, then we'll start looking for him.
And
Yeah.
there might be like local receptionists
Could
near
leave
the
a
offices who
note.
might know where he's at.
Does he have an assistant? They might be
If
filling
it
him
does,
his
it
office.
doesn't make any note of it on his profile.
Let's head there.
I say yeah.
To his office.
Let's just head there.
All right, you head up, following the instructions on your holostrap, to the council building B. After a little bit of pointing, probably from the help desk, from Susie. You head up to the second floor, and you head to room 5 to 6, which you see is labeled both with the number, but then it has a little plaque bearing the name Ferric Der Hub.
Seems like the place.
You give a little knock. Okay.
He does indeed.
Uh,
Just
let me see. Someone roll me a d20, please.
Oh dear.
3. You knock and get no response.
Try the door.
Red door. Locked.
Guess he's out.
Try his home?
We don't know where he lives.
Or instead we got a bit of paper, we can pass a note under the door.
I got some. And Atlas will tear a page out of her book.
Yep.
Hand it.
What are you writing on it?
Why did they call us again?
They refer to us as the saviors of the realm of Unrath.
Is it a bit presumptuous to write that on the page? Like, we can't just write all their names. Surely they won't know who we are.
I mean, we could just wait.
That too.
I don't like
What if
waiting.
he's working like a 5, like, what if he's working like hours? Like,
Do
We can,
I
I've
don't
got
know
card
what the
games.
shift
do
pattern-
teleportation essences leaving marks fade over time?
we could split up. Some of us stay here, some of us go look at his home.
Yeah,
That-
might be a plan.
Yeah, that may be an idea.
Okay, who's staying, who going?
I think I'll
I'll
be
go
more
look.
useful as an aerial scout.
I'll go look.
Not that anyone else wouldn't be good, just I am the only one who can fly.
I'm fairly perceptive, so maybe I'm good for ground watching.
I get
Good
that
at tracking things, but other than that, probably not.
I don't mind staying here. Me and Cyrus can have a quick card game. I can show him how to gamble.
So, let's take the dwarf and move out.
Sounds like a plan. If you hear anything, give us a buzz on the hollow strap.
If we can reach you.
Okay. We'll head out and take to the skies.
Alrighty, so who's heading out?
Me.
Volga, Atlas, Astra.
Yeah.
Lovely. So Volgear, Atlas, and Astra, you're all heading out to just have a little look around.
Towards the Moon Isle, because that's what he was doing, right?
Yes, that was what he was doing. So you head out there and you be looking around. Anything in particular you're looking for, like where you're looking, or
Just walk around the edges of where the Moon Isle was before, and all the
See if
wizards
there's
were that we
anyone like
passed.
hauling shit up.
okay, make me an investigation check, please.
All of us or
Alright.
just one of us?
One of you can do it with advantage, or two of you can do it individually. And if you take a second to search for the Medal of Medicio, you will find it on your D&D Beyond.
Astra will probably help who's ever.
Well,
I'm not
what?
great at investigation, it's
I'm
intelligence
a
based.
+4.
Then
You do it
Astra
then.
can help you. Yeah.
Okay, advantage. It is.
Nope.
Oh, that was helpful. I got +1 on the first one.
Alrighty. So, yeah, you start looking around. After probably about, let's say, the guts of... Let's call it the guts of an hour. It's a lot of place to cover. There's 2 islands to search the shores of. But you do find
Meanwhile,
someone...
Cyrus is down 500 chits and he doesn't know how.
You do find someone who's able to point you in the right direction of where they had last seen Ferric. Whenever you follow that direction a bit further, you actually find pitched up on the Moon Isle. The Moon Isle's like edge where it connects to the Water Isle, like near the bridge. There's a small series of like emergency erected like tents and things like that, which are all being guarded by City Watch. And on the far side of one of those, there is an individual who is currently working on some kind of like incantation or spell, as you kind of see, and you see his eyes have rolled back in his head. You see this halfling man, long white hair falls about his head, like grey, pockmarked skin, like a big like chin strap, like white beard that kind of goes down along his big round face, and he's there muttering quietly to himself as he goes, just like, and his eyes are completely snow white.
Do we wait until he's...
Yeah, I would
Let him
wait.
finish.
Yeah.
Atlas is going to walk up just in front of him and just stand
Okay.
and patiently wait for him to finish.
Just, try to give the old man a heart attack. Got it.
Astra kind of like, is there anywhere to like sit or lean, just casually waiting?
Yeah, there's a few like you know, chairs and things kind of littered around every now and again.
Death hath come for you, old man.
And I will sit with. Watch this unfold.
She's not even trying to scare him, she's just quite inept at social interaction.
So like, Astra be like, Atlas,
Hmm?
just a little bit towards us.
Atlas will take a few steps back.
Okay.
You see a
Pulls
small.
out her book, notes down his appearance in it.
You see something coming up over the ledge of the actual where the bridge is bent and warped down. And the bridges here, although they were mainly stone and cobblestone to match the streets, they did have a metal underlay, which is kind of the only thing that's really remained. All the stone has kind of fallen and crumbled away, but there's like big metal support struts that like are like keeping it, you know, they're helping hold it in place. And the magical arcane chains are all still there holding the city aloft. But you see climbing up over the closest ledge to you, what you can only describe as what at first you might think was maybe like a cat or something, but it looks like it's a cat that's been a cartoon hit with a frying pan, very flat, and it's waddling along on its 4 little legs. And that's when you realize it's not an animal at all. It is in fact a book which seems to have sprouted legs, one on each corner, that's hobbling its way towards
Adorable.
the halfling wizard who's there. And as it gets close, his eyes roll back down, and he looks and goes, "Ah, good, there you are. Let's see here." Cracks it open, smacks one of the legs, and the leg just like disappears in the smoke, and the other one's all just will pop away and goes, "Fuck. Now, put it with the other ones." He passes it off to someone, and you see they stack it. They go inside the tent. As they open up, you see there's a fucking, must be like 50 books in there. He's put it on the pile with the rest, and he goes,
Both in there.
"Okay, we can try one more today, maybe, but my head is getting hurt. Can I not just go down there where spider climb and get it myself? I'm sure it won't take long." And it's like, I'm sorry, I see one of the city watches there, and I was like, "I'm sorry, Mr. Ferric, but we can't allow anyone to go down to the city in case it does in fact fall." "I have fly! I could literally just fly out if it does fall." It's like, "I'm sorry, it's not a risk we're all fries to take. We wouldn't be covered for anything if something did happen to you." And he's like, "Fine, Jesus."
The insurance thing would bankrupt them.
As he's about to do that, Astra be like, Mr. Theric?
What? Who's looking for me? Do I owe you money?
Hello? No.
Don't look
Yeah,
like
wasn't
anyone I
impressing,
recognize.
yes.
Fine. I probably don't owe you money. Do I owe your employer money?
No. I don't know.
What up,
You might do. I don't know.
Do we
Does the
have an
Chancellor
employer?
count as an employer?
I don't think we have an employer. I think we're self-employed.
Yeah.
Or unemployed.
I don't think you owe us money, but we would like to ask a favor of you.
Fine. A favor could probably be discussed anyway. What can I do for you?
We are looking to track down the person who caused all the, or one of the people who caused all of this, their leader. They cast a teleportation spell. We want to be able to track it. Volgir, this is your. I don't know enough about magic. She gets off.
Oh,
Right.
God.
Ooh,
I need to actually remember
Do you
what
have
I
any
remembered.
threes?
doesn't really sound like a. Doesn't really sound like my area of expertise, to be honest. I mean, I could help, maybe.
The lady
How is
at
this
the
the one
desk
thing I don't
advised you,
have?
But I
Yeah.
don't know whether she advised you because you're the best for the job or just the least useful.
You're the one
Well,
who's available.
teleport's a conjuration spell, and I focus primarily on transmutation. So weird that I would have been recommended.
Would you know who?
Unfortunately, most of the conjuration wizards are busy with, and he points to the animated magical arcane sheens behind him, keeping those things going. That's burning through pretty much all the magical energy they can generate, and they're on shifts to make sure that there's enough resting up for the next day. If you're looking for somewhere to track a teleport spell, my advice, find a divination wizard.
Where could we? Does Astra count
Leads
as
on that.
Well, I don't really know. I was working with one earlier. She was helping me locate objects and things, which now I'm trying to retrieve. But I think that she spent most of her magic for the day and went home. Some of them are also being used right now to try to perceive a way to fix the Moon Isle by reaching out to things like, pairing with the more divine ones. Divine and divination tend to go hand in hand. A lot of fate is woven into that style of magic. If you want my advice, maybe you don't, but I'll throw it in anyway at you.
Please.
If you got me a scroll of Trace Teleport, I could cast it. I'm available to do so. It would be within my realm of capability to do so. But if you're trying to track a teleport spell, the problem with the spell is it has a limitation. It can only detect trace amounts of arcane magic in the last 24 hours. I would need to rest before I could prepare such a spell, which would mean I'd have to get it in my spellbook initially anyway, because it's nothing I normally have.
If we got you the scroll, could you be able to do it?
I could cast it with a scroll, but again, it's going to be expensive, and you have to find someone who has one ready. Not something you just pick up at the local library, you know?
That magic shop, where did we go to before? What was it again?
I'm honestly trying to remember what happened at the last end session, because I feel like mentally I've
The
forgotten
Temple of the Watcher, it was called.
that last bit about this.
Was that, where was that? Was that on the Minna, or was that the one?
It's Sun Isle, I think.
Sun Isle.
Oh yeah, Temple. Or the Alchemist, potentially spectacular.
Temple of the Watcher is probably a better shout.
Yeah. Okay. What time of day is it in general? Like what? Is it still early morning?
Still early morning, yeah. It's probably around, like, let's cut the fat. You're probably around 11 a.m. at this point.
Okay. And it was about What time was the teleported away at?
Yesterday
say?
evening, I believe, was whenever you guys went down there. The sun, I think, had begun to set and stuff, if I remember right. I might be incorrect. But let's just say, for argument's sake, you probably have about 12 hours left before the, to be generous. We probably about 12 hours left before the spell expires. You know, you had a long rest, a few other hours doing other bits and bobs. Let's say, you know, if you rush to it, about 12 hours. So not enough time for someone to rest and get the spell prepared, but definitely enough time for someone who already had, like, someone like a conjuration wizard. If you get your hands on one of them, probably would have it prepared. And it's not to say you couldn't. You know, you can see them around. Like, they're clearly conjuring these big chains. But you'd have to basically take one off duty. Their immediate tasking.
Fuck it, worth a shot. I will walk up to the nearest conjuration wizard.
Okay. You see, like an elven man. He's like, got like straight, brown hair, brown eyes, like wood elfin form. He's got this soft green tint skin, long fingers, and you see he's got his arcane focus appears to be a staff. This beautiful long wooden staff, and he's like holding it out in front of him, and you see like this like arcane chain he has is like wrapped itself all the way around both his forearms down to his biceps, and he's there like holding it like and like sweating profusely and like just concentrating and holding it and just like straining, like as if he was holding the island, like trying to hold the island with his own muscular form, of which he doesn't have that much. He doesn't even like he clocks your approach, but he does not break his what he's
Fair
doing.
enough.
He doesn't stop to say hello.
You get breaks?
Yeah.
When's your next break?
What time is it?
About 11.
3 hours.
You want to try and find a terrorist when you get one?
I could give it a go. And you watch as he's talking, the spell fizzles out. Fuck. And he gets the staff again, and you watch him begins, and the whole island, like you feel it's like jerk, and you hear like a few and you see a few mates begin moving over towards him, like pulling, trying to support like with their directional weight, and you see him resummon again, and then the chain snaps out around the bottom of the island, and you hear one of the guards just kind of tut and go like, "Oh, I hope that wasn't a blacksmith." And you see the chain has like embedded itself on the far side of the island. He retains his recasting of the spell. It looks like these chains, they're like, what you saw was it was like almost like a big long snake that came out and like went under the island and like slammed back into it like a spike, like to like push, like to hold it in place. And then they're holding it aloft with these big like ladle like hooks.
Asher probably side-eyes the whole situation, walks back to there. It's like, so we're gonna want to find a divination wizard person.
Divination wizard.
Yes.
Could try the
Up
council
there.
buildings. Some of them probably around here. Most of the wizards of the city are here. But I can't say it's the best organized, to be perfectly honest. It's more of a rapid response. Still, we're kind of in stage
If I
one.
were just to yell divination wizard at the top of my lungs.
I mean, it might work. Some might think there's an emergency, might come running. It's like yelling doctor, you know, when someone's hurt.
It's worth a shot.
Maybe,
Astra, give it a
maybe
go.
not.
Astra,
Okay,
give it a go.
Olga's gonna walk away.
I
Oh,
will
then
do it, but the top of my lungs
And
is
turn
above my
around
lungs.
and just sit down and just like, oh no.
No, I thought she still had a thaumaturgy, but she doesn't.
Loudspeaker.
Oddly enough. Guess who has thaumaturgy?
Loudspeaker her!
Hmm. Oh god. Yeah, I feel like that might break every chain because I think everyone
Yeah.
would just be startled.
Yeah. Asher,
Okay,
like,
just regular yelling.
I would say
Probably.
you don't think he lost concentration from talking to you. It just looked like his spell ran out. He was just recasting it. Just as you approach, it was just that untoward time. But maybe it is, less time-based and more like a physical endurance thing. It's hard to tell.
Asher kind of chickens out, but will go onto the hollow strap and message the others. You can do that from like a certain distance, can't you?
About 120 foot you can do it. Unfortunately, the constant buildings are quite far away because you've had to go all the way up to the water aisle to be here to find this guy. But you can start heading back. It's only about half an hour on foot if you want to head back.
Yeah, I feel like head back, get to the others, and go look about a divination person from the council.
So while they begin heading back, what are our lovely rogue and barbarian getting up to left alone in the council buildings? With the locked door next to them.
Well,
Hmm.
Just gambling? Just gambling in the hallway?
sixes?
I've got 6s.
Yes. What's
You
the
got
point of this
any-
game?
You're supposed to get as many pairs as you can.
Right. Your turn.
No, it's your turn now.
Oh, any 7s?
Go fish. God. Taking your money is like taking money from a baby. It's so unfair.
How much money have I lost at this point?
Both of you rolled me a d20. It sounds like Cyrus is willingly, like, flunking this a little bit. So, Cyrus, you take a -5 to the roll.
Oh, for God's sakes!
Is it just a D20? Yeah.
Yeah, just a flat d20. It's for luck. It's for going
Oh.
fish.
I get a
buddy.
minus
A -3!
3.
And with a 9, Barrels trumps you. With that,
Might switch to real dice.
can you roll me a d12, please, Cyrus?
D12. 8.
An 8. You've lost 80 chits.
Just all stacked up in front of Barros, just like,
I mean, it's all digital, which kind of makes it worse.
yeah.
And as it's kind of wrapping up, I'd be like, I mean, if we're bored, I could always break in and see what's in his office. He's a mage after all. I reckon there's some cool trinkets in there.
Let's do it.
Waiting for the guard to walk past in one second.
And I will attempt to use a thieves' tools.
Alright, a lucky pick. Sure thing. Make me a sleight of hand or a thieves' tools check. It's just proficiency plus dex plus d20.
16.
16. That is enough. You kind of like lean over the lock. Hear it click.
I'll open the door.
You open it. You see an office here. It is fairly well organized. There is a single bookcase behind the main desk, which has just got a variety of stacks of various books, just all about transmutation, a variety of different languages. You see the whole office is kind of geared to someone who probably stands about maybe 4 foot or so in stature. Everything's a bit lower than you'd expect it to be. Almost like how if you go into the home of a long-time wheelchair user, everything's a little bit more like focused around certain heights, and it can be a bit alien. It's kind of like that feel for those of you who have to spend a lot of time around smaller creatures. And yes, so you kind of like go in and eventually find that, like, you know, the desk there in front of you, you see a little chair, a few bits and pieces. There's a big stone on the table as well. A little side chair kind of opposite where like a visitor could pull up a place to sit, you know. That's just.
I suppose I'll just start looking around, seeing if there's any trinkets or anything out of the ordinary.
Sure, make me an investigation check.
I will help with his search.
Alrighty, go
That is a nat 20
Please.
and a 4.
Okay. You find, looking through, you find a, the rock on the desk. You pick it up. Look at it closely. You think, although this looks like just an ordinary hunk of coal, you're pretty sure this is a transmutated diamond. If you could find some way to dispel the magic on it, it will probably return back to a quite valuable, you imagine, based on the weight and size, diamond.
What's with the rock?
I think it is magic rock.
Is the magic rock going to help?
I'll shake the rock. Probably not. It might be worth something, but I don't know whether or not stealing it and potentially selling it would help us, especially if we're going to need this guy. A little life lesson: do not steal from someone who you need help from until after they've helped you.
That sounds wise.
Otherwise, they don't help you.
But would he know it was us?
He's a magic guy. I don't know enough about magic to know if he's got an alarm or a way to see us or a way to track us, and I'm not wanting to chance it. Breaking in and having a look at his funny rock is probably as close to I get. I don't want to be turned into a newt.
What's a newt?
He's like a little frog, but he's long.
A long frog.
That is my favorite description of a newt I've ever heard.
Yeah, long frog is a less preferable form. Gonna look around, see what else
As
is
opposed
interesting.
to short frog.
I was gonna say, that suggests Cyrus is weighing up frog as a positive form.
Anything else interesting?
Lots of books on transmutation magic. Lots of notes about like jobs throughout the city. If you're interested, I mean, with Nat 20, there's nothing you found with the Nat 20. You found the most valuable thing in the room. That's what your rogue did.
Maybe we should. I don't know. This is clearly gonna take some time. Maybe we should see about possible other routes. If they can't find this guy, maybe we could find someone else.
Yeah, that is true. Maybe we can go with the original and leave a note.
Did you take any paper off Atlas?
No.
Do you have any paper?
I mean, this guy's a nerd. He probably has paper.
Yeah, if you look around the office, you can definitely find some papers and things. Easy to do.
Break in to leave a note.
Let's leave a note. We are looking for you.
Oh dear God, he's just thought we're coming to take money off him when you're leaving and then leaving him a note.
We are
looking
looking
for
for you.
Any suggestion? Do not leave office.
We know where you live.
We know where you work. We'll need you for teleportation magic.
Very well. We need you for
You've probably got to make mad
teleportation
people keep
magic.
asking me about this.
We are looking for you. We know where you work. Looking for teleportation help.
That's good. Oh, we should probably leave some kind of say who we are because he's not gonna know who the note's from.
And Cyrus. One horn in brackets.
No, that's not my name. You don't have to.
Monotone.
You don't have to put one horn after my name.
But how's he going to know? It could be any Cyrus. It could be a common name.
Yeah, but it could be anybody with one horn. It's, not everybody grows two horns.
Very
You're
well.
us.
Big angry guy, Cyrus, one horn.
I'm not. Do I look angry to you right now?
Very much so.
Cyrus will just storm out of the tiny office.
I'll
Wonder if
scribble
that says
it. I'll
we're
scribble it
walking
out. And do we have specific codes for hollow straps, like phone numbers that allow him to reach us?
Yes, you could leave a scannable, RFID tag style.
Like a QR code.
Oh, not quite. There's not. It's not like a hollow strap has a camera to scan with, but it can some of them do. Yes.
So it's like a digicode.
Yeah, it's like a tap, like a contactless card, like those smart business cards that fucking keep getting advertised to me. These one of those.
I'll leave that instead of Cyrus's very very descriptive name tag.
Insulting.
Please leave it in addition to Cyrus's name tag.
That's Baros's code, yeah.
Yes.
Cyrus, big angry one horn, as he was then on known by.
And then I will leave the room and lock back up.
Okay, leave your room, lock back up. Do make another check. You know this lock pretty well, and yeah, you're able to. Yes, you're skillful enough, rogue. You lock it behind you. Your cards are all still fucking littered out on the hallway. You see a cleaner with a little red cap, mustache, overalls. He's moving down. He's brushing them into a little shovel. Damn kids make a mess.
I'll leave the cards.
Scoops them up.
Oh, those darn kids.
Scoops them up, looks at them. Some kind of trading card of some kind. One Pokemon, something. Throws in the bin.
Pokemon is canon in this world.
Goes back to his little push cart, pushing it. The wheels squeaking down the hallway.
I hope you
feel
didn't
like
have any limited editions in that pile.
No, I wouldn't use my limited edition cards. Not for a game between friends.
Of course.
I don't need to impress you. You're already
Now it
impressed
just seems
enough.
like it's like Magic the Gathering.
Cyrus is am I not good enough for his special cards? Squinty face.
Eros is the fucking asshole that pulls out the gold-plated playing cards at a party.
So, do you want to? They've headed to the island. Do we want to? I still think the guy at the store may be able to help us.
Oh yeah, him.
At least finding the right person to talk to. I assume he buys spell books and spells off people in the city.
He's bound to know something about teleportation magic and how to track it. Given
He was seedy enough to know at least a few dodgy contacts.
Mm.
So we will head to the store.
Yeah, to the Temple of the Watcher.
Geese.
We do indeed.
You find yourself back the walkway, covered street, twinkling lights hanging from above, and you see the white brick sprawling single-story building, small fenced yard, finely crafted furniture. The door is open at this time as you approach. Before it was guarded and shut.
Well, this place looks a little bit nicer than the last time we came in. A lot less soot.
Soup.
Soot.
Oh, soot. I thought you said soup.
I'd be a little bit terrified if that gonna shoot soup. Hello, hello.
Step inside.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance again.
An alarm bell rings, a magical spell triggering. Ding, 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 ding. As you step inside, audible out to a certain radius as the spell goes off. And popping up from behind the desk, you see this male elf. You see Roland, like hair kind of a bit of a mess. He's got like his spectacles like pulled down to his nose. He's like looking around. He's like, "Oh, you again? Hello."
Were
Keeping
you
well, I hope.
sleeping under there?
No, I was looking for something.
Oh, well, I hope you found what you were looking for.
I dropped a very small thing. I made it very small, but now it's hard to see.
I would help, but I don't think I have the perception.
In fact, it might have gone through the cracks. Which is fine, as long as it doesn't get big again.
We have lost a will.
We've lost a will.
We have lost the
way.
will.
We've lost the way.
Oh,
The way! Yeah, he's,
Yes, we saw your handiwork on that elf that broke in. Quite devastating.
Ah, yes. You mean the pea shooter?
Yes, it was a
Yes.
good shot.
Doesn't shoot peas. Shoots, metal ball bearings.
Yes, with poison in them.
Yeah,
Quite
hollow
a
center.
combination.
Only really strike that if they hit a bone, which normally means they've not hit a vital organ.
Good to know. We may need your assistance.
Why? In what regard? You know, kind of assistance.
Well, you're aware of the attack that has happened.
Mhm.
The main.
I'm a direct victim of it. I'm claiming my insurance money from the council like everybody else.
Well, we are trying to figure out where the head of the organization has fled to. He teleported away before we could kill him.
Well, let me have a little see. Teleported away, couldn't find him. Right. And any other useful information at all? Anything else that might be handy?
He possibly fled to one of the other floating cities, and he's a priest.
Can't help you, unfortunately. I don't have that kind of level of magic in my remit. I'm more device making and things. I might have an old scroll in the back, but like normally that's more like trade-ins, you know? Was the trades in a spell they know for a discount and things. But I don't really keep track of it.
If you could find the scroll, it may be a backup option we need.
We could help look.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to go look in the bargain bin if you want. He gestures to a like a large like effectively like shoulder high like metal caged area
Cyrus and Barrows
which
are
is
going
just
dumpster
filled
diving.
with like scrolls and like arcane foci and things. And he's like, yep, if you want to have a look through and see if it's in there, you can have a look through.
Shall we have a look?
I suppose it's the best we can do.
You're looking for a trace teleport spell. It's divination, so the symbols will kind of be divination in style.
Do you know what divination spells look like?
No, but I'm afraid to look dumb in front of this guy, so I'm going to guess.
Okay, good. Then we're on the same page.
Okay, this is going to be a skill challenge. The initial skill challenge will be a Arcana check, which I both need you to make, to see if you can identify, like,
fuck.
even so you know what you're looking for.
Even if you know what divination does.
11.
11.
Oh god.
The good
Oh,
news
the same
is,
way.
Put them together.
the good news is, you know what divination spell scrolls look like. The problem is, you've no fucking idea what a
Teleportation.
what a trace
spell looks
teleport
like.
spell would look like. It's like being like, yeah, the letters written in Russian, and you're like, oh yeah, I know a few Russian letters. And like, it's like, okay, there's a
Hey,
1,000
decent.
letters. Good luck. Yeah, and now I need an investigation check for your dumpster dive. The DC is
Why does it feel like
adjusted
the blind
based
leading
on
the
your
blind?
It's the blind leading the
partial
blind.
success.
And
Is this both of us?
Yep, you both have +0.
Come
so.
on, Cyrus.
13. It's not good.
Could be
The
worse.
lie.
You
I
guys
can hear you through the wall.
delve in to the bargain bin, throwing scrolls in the air. Wands go pinging across the room as you search through, picking up scrolls, checking them. No, checking them. No, checking them. Yes, not the right spell. No, you just keep going through and through and through. While that's happening, the other group.
I guess we're heading back to the council building where we will not find them.
You head back to the council buildings, and your friends, who said they were going to wait for the guy to come back,
Did
who you
not
know where
wait.
he is, they have clearly not waited. What would you like to do?
I would like to call on my holostrap and be like, where the hell are you guys?
We're
Okay.
leaving
They're
them
within
range.
I don't think they are. Yeah, no, they are not in range.
We're
Oh.
on the sun out.
You're on the sun out, but you know the range of a holostrap. I mean, I'm not. Can you see? Let me.
Yeah, I could see.
Like the range of a holostrap is like 120, so like that. It's like like you know.
Atlas was
Take
more
a
going
block,
off the
you know?
assumption that you, like, went to the bathroom together for some reason. As
Yeah, it's-
girlies do.
700 feet or so.
Like the city is about 1.5 miles across, you know. Like so, a hollow strap only does 120 odd foot, I think. If I remember message correctly.
I should have picked message or something.
Well, that is message, but you need sending to do something longer.
Yeah.
There are things that can make your hollow strap make long distance, but those are all upgrades and things you need to.
Should will we just go to reception again and ask for divination wizards?
Yeah,
Maybe she can help
sure,
us.
Why not?
Mm. Can do.
Head back to
Back to
Miss Bennett's
reception.
again.
Back to the help desk.
Back to deal with this woman.
Hello, welcome to the council buildings. If you're coming to inquire about the insurance policy for any
Divination
kind
wizard.
Where
Divination wizard.
it seems like you're looking for a divination wizard. Of course, I'll see if I can help you.
talking to a chatbot.
Gotta use her like she's Google.
Ding once for an accident claim. Ding twice if you're trying to locate a wizard.
Ding 3 times if you've been here more than once.
Or ding 4 to holes.
And speak to
You
a
need
human.
to speak to a real person.
Yes, it seems like I do have a divination wizard available if you'd like to see one.
Oh,
I
yes.
would
Please.
very much like to see one.
Of course. They are currently
Yes,
located
it's
in
the same name.
Tilm.
Where the fuck is Tilm?
That's terrible.
Tilm is our sister city. It is currently about
Divination wizard in this city.
Unfortunately, no divination wizard in this city will be available for quite a substantial amount of time.
I want to hit you so badly.
Is her name
You
Susan
can hit
Google?
me if you would like.
Right, change. Divination scrolls. Scroll. Where can I buy scrolls?
You've broken her.
Spell scrolls.
You're looking to buy
Sorry,
spell
did not
scrolls?
recognize that last request. Please try again.
Sorry, I was anticipating being hit there.
Oh Jesus.
Spell scrolls we can do. Spell
Trace
scrolls.
teleportation. In this city. Available for
To
purchase
fight
now.
God.
I would recommend going to some kind of enchanting shop for that. not something we normally carry. We are simply a parliamentary
Shall we
publishing
just go
building.
to the Temple of the
Anyone
Watcher?
in this building that
Sure,
might have
let's
one
just
that I
go.
can steal.
up that
That
thing
you can
where I can-
steal? Unfortunately not. I will
No.
have to call the gods if that is your intention.
Bring up that thing where I rate my experience.
Of course. Please, are you finished?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
Please
gonna
rate
turn
your
around and give it up.
experience. She...
Bad experience.
No.
Angry chatbot appears with.
You hit bad, and the back door, like a door across the thing opens, and someone comes over and goes like, I need to talk to you, Cindy. And she goes, what? No! And then she's like shrinks down to a small little, little small thing. He picks up a coin-sized device and goes like, sorry about that, this one must be a bit on the fritz. Please, everyone, flicks it, it just ding ding ding, and then a projected image appears. Slight different style, but very, very similar. And this one's just there, arms crossed.
I'm gonna catch that guy before he disappears.
A mage!
Yeah, you try to grab him, and he's just like, whoa, man, look. I just do,
I want to talk.
I'm just the illusion technician, dude. I'm just IT. I'm just IT, man. Look,
IT.
I'm not front of house, okay? I'm just illusion technician. I'm just an illusion technician, dude.
Then find me someone that's front of house that's not a queen.
Well, look, if she does the job, fine. She points the right place.
She didn't do the job.
Come on, Vulgar, let's just go.
Asher's already walking out, heading towards Temple of the Watcher.
Your friend's leaving. Just I can get you someone if you want. Okay.
I'm just gonna go. If this was a rating, you're getting a 0.
That's fine. I don't
I'm
need
just
rating.
leaving.
Bye. Honest trap.
Talking to IT, they do not care what rating you give them.
Yeah, no, we had like a negative review, replaced the front desk, jobs completed. I'm going back to my office. And then just back to your door.
That guy's watching Netflix in the back.
Appears in the
Netflix
office, and
is
there's just the
optimistic.
3 of us standing there, just like, hello there.
Okay, off to the Temple of the Watcher.
We come and find those who nose deep. And like,
You arrive at the Temple of the Watcher. Maybe about at this point, a good 2.5.
I'm just imagining
3
this
hours since you
scene
left.
in Hercules where he first finds Phil and it's like, oh, let me help you, little guy, because it's just like the goat sticking out, like just that, but his barrel's just deep in the fucking box.
What about this one? Is this the right spell?
No, it's not.
I-
It's
can I-
fucking not.
No, but it
I'm
has
gonna
the
walk
right
up and go.
symbols.
What are you 2 idiots doing?
Yes, but it's not the.
Alice is going
the
to
right
walk
spell. This
over, tap Cyrus on the shoulder and be like, excuse me, what languages do you speak?
Abyssal, celestial, common, and primordial.
So you did understand me when I said, wait there. I didn't need to do it in celestial. You do speak common?
We decided to be of use since looking for the halfling might take a while. We thought we would chase up another lead.
And how's
Didn't
that
we,
been
Barrows?
going?
We left a. To our defense, we left a note.
Where?
Yes,
I
we
left my information
in
Where
his,
did you leave the note?
in his,
on his door. Wait, no, in his office.
You left
In his
it on his
office.
desk. You broke into his office, visibly went through his shit, and then left an ominous note that said, "We know where you work. We are looking for you." Signed, big angry guy, One Horn Cyrus, and then had some fucking a phone number. The guy's gonna get in, but the fucking mob are after me. Because the door was locked. How did they get in?
Did you relock the door after you left as well?
Yeah, you
I feel like he tries to lie to Astra, and that was we're just there giving the mom eyes, just like, did you? Did you?
What
Oh,
are you
I
2
left.
doing in this bucket? This
We're
giant ass-
finding a scroll because
Can I-
we can't find a fucking wizard anywhere.
Do you know what this scroll looks like?
Yeah, it has these symbols, and he'll point at a divination scroll. I have no idea what I'm holding.
Hold on a wee minute.
Can I can I do a check to see
Do an
if
Arcana
I
check.
can?
See if you can
Yeah.
identify what scroll he's got. Sure.
I really
Yeah.
want Volga to just be like,
Oh,
so you're
if-
looking for this, and just immediately grab the right scroll.
Whilst
I was gonna say. Mike, why is real D&D Beyond so fucking slow?
seeing them struggle
That's an 18.
a little bit, Ash is like,
I'm gonna have to reopen and close that. That's an 18 though. I don't know if it'll come up, but
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to reclose it because it just froze on me.
Atlas turns rapidly in her book and makes another couple notes.
1 second, that might come back through.
Cyrus is going to try and peek.
Did it come through? No, it didn't. Okay, but it was an 18. All right.
You don't recognize the scroll. It looks very very like high powerful magic. It's one of the longer scrolls.
Do I know what I'd roughly be looking for?
Yeah, probably something about
Roughly.
half the length of this one.
Right, that's too long. Fuck that off. Find something
Cyrus
after
is
like.
trying to peek at. Cyrus is trying to peek at Atlas's notes
Wait,
as she turns around and
that's a-
starts writing.
That's a question. Is this what? Why are you in this? What's the? Is this so you can buy them?
Yes, these are.
This is the bargain.
Roland says like, yes, they're for sale.
Can I grab that high one
Yep.
and
What
ask
kind
him
of
how
check
much?
is that?
He looks at it. He kind of like sums up in his head a second. And he goes, "Well, that, my friend, is a scroll of foresight. Very, very powerful, legendary. Some would even say. That would cost you just over 100,000 chits.
Eee, put that back.
And yet it's in your bargain bucket.
That's a bargain for that spell, good sir.
What kind of check is it?
I'm
If
just
he's
gonna
trying
throw
to
it
keep
at
it
him
my
and
book?
go, there you go, have one more. I'm gonna
It'd be
now start
perception
searching.
from Cyrus, and let's say a stealth for you.
Can I start searching?
whilst they're searching and struggling and seeing them like all the scrolls everywhere, Ash is just gonna sit in the corner and cast detect magic, so then she can detect which ones are divination
Or
magic.
stealth.
Yeah, cool.
To be fair, she's not
you-
trying to be
you
particularly
do-
stealthy.
You do go a little blind, Astra, because there is so much magic in this room. It's like, oh god! You know the warning said, like, you know the warning see it's like, warning, this game contains flashing lights, you know, don't play if you're sensitive to, you know, it's like that, and you read it like,
Yeah.
I don't have sensitivity to, oh god, it's a lot of flashing lights, fuck me! It's like that, it's like overwhelming at points.
When you look at your phone in
Can
the
I-
middle of the night to see what time
Yeah.
it is,
Yeah.
and the screen's on full brightness.
And you've got to literally be like on a full squint to just make out the individual like magic orange. Like, okay, that's
Yeah.
divination. Ah, my eye. Gonna give you breaks every now and again.
I
Like,
feel like she
fuck.
just sees colors and like picks out the color she wants.
yeah.
Yeah.
Astra has like spots floating through
Can
her
I-
vision.
Can I just go, right, you two, pass me a fucking scroll. I'll check it, because I know, unlike you two, I actually think I know what I'm looking for here. And I'm just going to start piling them next to me as they pass them to me,
Okay.
checking them quickly.
Let's have
Well,
Volgear
sorry
make.
for trying.
Let's have Volgear make an investigation check with advantage because he rolled so well in his Arcana.
DM, what do my ASMR eyes see?
Why is D&D Beyond so slow for me?
It's between, she was noting on his page and Baros's page as well.
Okay.
Oh,
you
come
see,
on.
I'm
That was
gonna.
That's an 18? No, it isn't. It's a fucking 4 and a 3.
I'm gonna just.
God damn it.
Am I full screening Harry for this?
Ryan, say stop whenever you like.
Stop.
Okay. You see. Roll me a d12.
A D12.
Me d12.
Right.
I don't know why you're
What is
tricky
up?
for this. It's just a note saying Barros and Cyrus
2.
very dumb.
You get 2 seconds, okay? I'm gonna pop this up. You
Okay.
get 2 seconds. So I'm gonna pop it up once I see it's in focus. I'm gonna start
Maximizing.
counting.
Okay.
Oh,
1,
Oh, God.
2. That's what you get.
Ah! It's about Barros.
It was about Barros. You're the flicking back and forth is what page it would be on.
because she was noting on both. Do I notice him peeping? Are you trying to peep stealthily?
No, he's just leaning over.
Yeah. So you see him.
He looks up, like bird, like the full beak, like lifting up, like, can I help you?
What you writing about?
I'm making a note on my companions. Anything I find
Although-
important goes in the book.
What I must admit is, from what I did see
Or
of that,
future
the drawing was
reference.
very good.
Thank you.
Is that good?
Is what good?
The notes?
Some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them are neutral. Most of them are true, so
Hmm.
would you like to see your page?
Maybe later. Turns back to the box. A little unsure.
Right. I'm searching this box. I got an 8.
Search through Vulgar. You don't find anything super useful, unfortunately.
Can Ash just
Mm.
search her pile of divination stuff if she's able to do that?
Yep, I'll let you make an investigation check with advantage. It's the last one for the group.
Oh no.
Intelligence.
Okay. Not 20? First roll?
Wow, fucking hell, okay, Jesus. That'll do it, I suppose. Fuck me, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Shit. You go through, and it's not like it's timeless. You know, you guys have been here for a good while, you know, a good hour or so, looking and searching. And, you know, with your magic glowing eyes, you do finally spot one of these divination scrolls. You pull it out, open it, and Volgear, you immediately go like, that could be the right length. And you will look, and you hear Roland exclaim, "That's it! Yes, that's exactly what I was looking for! Trace teleport." And if you look up in D&D Beyond, Trace teleport should be one of the spells in there.
Okay.
I can always
You
link
better
it.
sell it to us for a good price, considering how much effort we put into this.
Well, finding it is simply step one, you know. Anyone can find anything in the bin if you've got enough time.
Yeah, it just took 5 of us. How long? How long have we been here, Harry?
Saved you from goons before. So
I know.
Yes.
I'll factor it into the discount.
the goon discount.
I don't know why I'm looking. I don't have spells.
I can't even look at it.
I have
can
sent
look-
it
I can look
to the Discord group. It is on there, but
Thank
it's
It's playing up for me. I think everything's playing up. Something disappeared like about an hour ago when my entire computer decided to graphics card decided to restart. So
on the
We're in
Discord.
100 foot the caster.
right, search within.
So we need to bring someone who can.
What?
5th level.
Off planet. What? So 1D500 miles. Bloody hell.
So. how
the
far
further
are
and
the-
further away someone gets from you, it becomes more difficult to work out where they've gone.
Oh, so the search area, right? Okay.
So that's the
okay.
search area radius. So it might be like, oh yeah, they're like 1,000 miles to the northeast, but I know within a 500-mile radius where they would be in that distance. So it can throw you off a little bit because you know it's not.
Yeah.
It's not like
It's
a
not exact
fucking
science.
But it could tell you which city they're in, effectively.
potentially, or at least tell you what continent they were on. That would probably be a more
Yeah.
apt description.
Yes.
The
Unless
specific.
it's a flying city that moves.
Yeah, but if a flying city moves to stay over the ocean, really narrows down the continent.
True. Right. Should we go fucking use this?
How much?
How much is it? You've
But
asked
this
us.
normally a spell of this potency in scroll form would cost.
It's just. Shall I just point out it's to help patch the people that did the shit to your shop, like did all the shit to the shop across the way in the tavern. So you can't drink any ale at the moment.
Oh, there are the tavern. It's not as good as Galenden's. Regardless, look, it's normally it'd be about 64,000 shits. How much do you have?
Not that.
2 chits. I'm joking.
I think between all of us, probably about 20,000.
Right, look. You're gonna pay for this very expensive keyring here. It's gonna be 10,000 shits. And then I'm gonna turn my back. Because I don't give discount. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn my back. If you fucking take the scroll of foresight, I will kill you, though. Remember that. I will murder you. I'm a very powerful mage, and I will kill you all. I'm gonna turn my back.
So
and
there's
when
exactly one item in the shop that you are not sure whether or not we have taken.
I'm gonna turn my back, and when I turn back, I expect to see all of my scrolls back in the bargain bin.
Damn it. Okay. Does he? The question is, does he know how many scrolls are actually in that bin, or can I just grab a load of
It's
them?
more like how many are on the floor right
Yeah.
now, because Biros and Cyrus were at that for a while.
I would not test
Yeah.
this guy. We've seen what weaponry he has on him.
So, this expensive keyring is 10,000 shits.
Right.
Let's not piss him off.
How much are we all coughing up for 10,000 shits?
Well, just 2,000 each, isn't it?
2,000 each?
Yeah.
I just need to find out where my fucking money's gone, because my money's disappeared.
Goodbye, trip to the Umphalos.
We'll get you there. Eventually.
If they don't get me first.
Right,
Ooh.
2,000. Right. Take. Can I have a look at this keyring that he's actually telling us to buy?
Yeah, the keyring literally is just the keyring of his shop. It's like a little like promotional material. It's got his
I have
logo.
that.
It says Temple of the
Yeah,
Watcher, and
yeah.
it's stylized kind of like similar to like a traditional holy symbol, but it's instead of it, you just see it's like got like a big arcane like symbol in the middle for enchantment.
Alice is just like, gimme trinkets.
Cyrus will start putting scrolls back in the box.
Okay, yep. Put them back. If you would like to take the scroll of Trace Teleport, you can do so without a check. If you would like to try to take anything else, it will require a check.
Can I take
Oh.
the scroll of Trace Teleport with a check to see if he'll be impressed at how sneakily I did it?
Sure. Make me a sleight of hand check.
Pretty sneakily.
Sneaky.
Next time Atlas goes in, her photo's just on a fucking, like, do not serve. Too sneaky.
Seems like no one is going to go for anything else.
I'm not brave enough.
Cyrus is happy they got the scroll.
Cyrus is following the teachings of Biros. Do not steal from someone
Yeah.
while they're helping you.
Yeah, to be fair.
You steal after.
Yeah, to
We
be
can
fair, I
rob
think-
people later.
Yeah.
So we go back to Theric and bring him to the water
Back to
aisle,
the guy.
and
What a
then
back and forth thing.
teleport.
Maybe I
Okay,
should go to his
teleport.
office and remove the threatening note.
You might be a bit too late for that, and you might scare him.
He might
If
still
you
do-
don't.
Should we all
We're
go
gonna
there
go
and let
find
him, know he
him,
has
and he's
nothing
going to
know?
see Cyrus, recognize him, and just start screaming.
Maybe we try. Wait, if we're at Temple Watcher.
How long has it been?
How long's it been since you left
Since
to
we
come
left
here?
the guy.
Since you left the guy?
Yeah.
An hour.
Okay, so we'll
Should
probably
we
still
wander
be there.
back and get rid of the
I'll wander
note?
back.
Come on, then.
No, we're just gonna go straight to the guy. Fuck the note.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, if he's not there, we're fucked.
You head back towards where you last saw Eric.
Yep.
You get there. Someone roll me a d20, please.
Well, I think Anthony's on it.
Nope, I was not.
No, I'll go. if someone else isn't. D20.
After you, Will.
12.
That was good. He is where you expect him to be. He is back at his
Thank God.
kind of like position here. He's like, working away. You see about maybe 100 books have been added to the pile.
Alice waves the scroll triumphantly.
Yeah, gives a good thumbs up, and then it goes
Is
like,
there any?
"Oh, sorry, hang on, got one more. Come on, you." This little book comes out. It's like that size. It's tiny, smaller than A5. It's like
Baby
A6.
book.
He picks it up.
Like the little Sith boys from Spirited Away.
There's no way this is it. Opens the book. Snaps it shut. It's not it. No, it's not it. It's just a random book. This one here appears to be a load of hollow strap details. It might be someone's little black book. Actually, now I'm looking at it. It's got a lot of names that could be sex workers in it.
Can I have that?
Shove that in the Terran back.
Absolute no chill.
Sure, you got a gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it for gold. Physical gold,
Fix it.
not chits.
Ah, I don't think I have gold.
Need money.
I've
Untraceable.
got gold.
This
I've got gold. I've got gold. I'll give you a gold.
takes the gold. He gives Atlas a little black book, and Atlas, you know that little black book contains roll me a D100. Contains a hollow strap information for 43 people, all with names that are very clearly fake.
Cool.
Things like Cindy Longnose and things like that. Like,
Andy, good.
Can I go have a wander over to his tent full of books?
Fill
and
up
have
a good time.
peruse?
You could sell it, sell all those names for hollow strap advertisers.
Yeah. Can I go have a look at his tent full of books and see if there's anything that looks interesting?
sure.
Furious typing while Harry notes down there's 46 contacts in there of random people. And George.
You laugh now, but those 43 prostitutes are gonna come in handy one day.
We're not giving them whips.
No,
I'll find
no
another
way.
way to make them useful.
Ouch. Just an ever distant.
Diero Calabra.
Say it 2 more times and he becomes summoned.
So do you need to be, like, in the place to cast this, or...?
Oh, sorry. You need me to come with you. Yes, I would need to be nearby where the spell was cast. I need 6 hours with the scroll to cast this spell.
Let's go.
All right.
Right. Do I spot anything in the tent before I disappear?
Something a door here. This fucking room's getting toasty. You look through. Make me a perception check. See if you can pick me up quick.
Oh my god. 5 minutes later while my dice rolls.
You roll it physically there. You roll it physically if you'd like.
I might have to in future because that just for page is 12.
12.
I'm gonna roll physical dice after that because that was ridiculous.
Alrighty. Vulgir, nothing really stands out to you. There's also religious texts here and things and a variety of stuff. Yeah, nothing super standoutish to you.
Right, no worries. I'll nab something that looks interesting. Just say I'm borrowing this. I'll bring it back.
Maybe
Just
a persuasion check.
random.
Just a
That's what you
persuasion
do.
check to see if you can walk past all the
17.
guards and stuff here. 17. Flash your medal. You can get advantage if you'd like, or you don't want to flash it.
Sorry, I'll flash it for the sake of it.
Okay, roll again.
If you got the medal, flash the medal.
16, so I got one
17.
less.
That's fine. 17. You take a book. The book you take, it's one of the song books from the Cathedral of Sapana.
Okay.
Maybe Cyrus can get some practice in.
Yeah. I am going to pass it to Cyrus and go, here you go for practicing, but only do it when I'm already asleep.
Thanks.
You take Ferric to a silly park. You lead him down the route given before, which has now been heavily reinforced by City Watch. Now the kinds of buildings are deemed relatively secure after your success the previous day. They do stop you on the way, but a few flashes of your amulets and medals, they do let you past. Ferric sticks to you guys like a fucking the whole time you're there.
Why so nervous?
I don't know if you see the way they look at me. But I think I might be the first halfling to ever see an engine on this city. I think you are probably the first, whatever the fuck you all are, to see them either. They're like top secret shit, man.
Yeah, we've seen 2 out of
Actually
3.
seen 2.
That's the reason why there's 2 Fylands. It's a shame we didn't get to the 3rd.
I didn't say this, right? But whenever I was scoping it out a little bit, I think the 3rd island, the Moon Island, is fucked. I don't think they can get it level again unless they land the whole city. I don't think they can do with the amount of strain on their wizards right now. They're all, today, they're tired. Tomorrow, they're going to be more tired. In a couple of days, if they keep people in those positions, it's going to wind them down the fucking dead, you know what I mean? You're just going to burn them out. And then what? It falls? The whole city falls? They've either got to land, or they've got to put a new engine on the way the city's currently orientated. Which means the Moon Isle, you wouldn't want to live there anymore. Imagine that. 90 degrees. All the old buildings stuff still there, still built like they should have been. At least temporarily. Maybe they land and adjust it. But where we are right now, flying over the fucking water, they can't land it there. They can't land in the water. If they can get to the Bastion of Aerith, they might be alright.
What's
that's-
the Bastion of Aerith?
It's the next closest settlement. It's on the next kind of continent up ahead. We just skipped over Punsa Heath, probably a good 10 days ago or so. Bastion of Aerith must be about, I would say, 14 days or so away. It's a while, but they need to get there first. They're gonna need to move the engine, put a new engine on the bottom, or they're just gonna fucking kill everybody. That's my honest opinion. Just looking at it, I mean, I again never seen these fucking engines in my life, but like, based on what I've seen the last 24 hours, shit's happening.
Nope. Better find the guy who did it.
Yep. And you kind of arrive at the engine room you've seen before. It's still glowing away, unscathed by the attempted attack the previous day. And you watch as Ferric kneels down. He begins casting his very long spell. He takes a scroll from you. Begins casting. It's going to take him 6 hours to cast.
I'm definitely sitting down.
Sarah, also
Having a
still
good...
got your cards.
Yeah, come back here. Come over here.
I do have one set of cards left.
I'll play.
Like Barris and Cyrus run back, get the note, and come back again.
Yeah. I'll nudge over to Cyrus. Do you think we should go get the note that we accidentally left behind? Locked?
Why don't we just tell him that there's a note from us because we couldn't find him, and when he goes back
Fuck
to
it.
his office, he has nothing to worry about. It's just us.
Jesus Christ.
And when he reads the note that says "Big Angry One Horn," I can't
Yeah.
feel a big note.
Let's do that. I'll just approach him. By the way, if you happen to go into your office and there's a note there that sounds mildly threatening, it was us. We weren't there to threaten you. We were just trying to find you.
This is where
your
the
office
mob just
door
left
is
him a
open.
second threatening note.
I like the magic coal on your desk. It's pretty cool. But yes, if don't worry about note. It's not the mafia or the mob. It's he's the big one-hound angry guy.
Right. Noted. You didn't touch the coal, right?
No.
No, but if you did, what would happen?
Well, I don't know. It's the point of an experiment.
What kind of experiment?
I'm seeing how long it takes for it to return back to its normal form. It's a carbon-based entity that whenever it does revert back, at which point I cast a very high-level spell to see how long it would take how long the duration was. When it does turn back, though, if you've touched it, if you've got any of that dust on your hand, it could turn into the sharpest razor blades known to man and lacerate you. So just what you have to imagine is it's kind of, imagine I turned a knife into a pile of like a block of coal. You rub the coal in your fingers, you get the black suit. You get like the black on your hand, yeah. Whenever it turns back into a knife, it turns into a knife on your hand, you know?
Cyrus is just like pulling out a water skin and slowly starting to pour water over Varys's hand.
Like behind my back.
Yeah, just like
Like it might do nothing.
I might.
I don't know.
I think I need to go to the bathroom and go get a bucket and some soap and some water and maybe some bandages.
purely for hygiene purposes.
Okay.
Yes.
If you did-
say it as P weirdly.
On the opposite, you did touch it, and you did then touch. That would hurt. I can only assume. Again, an experiment. It could go either way.
I think at that point, Barris will probably just break and be like, "I'm sorry, I did touch it and I shook it and it did not. I don't want my dick to fall off."
I feel like everyone who's not been following the conversation is just like, what?
I feel like Asher turns out. It's like, I think you need your the stuff that you put on your hands potentially.
The magic man told me that if I touch my dick now, that it's going to fall off.
And somehow we're back to the Catholic Church, people.
Asher's just like, I have lesser restoration. That helps. I don't know.
You can't heal appendages.
Mending
Why don't you just not touch your dick?
indefinitely.
But what if I need to pee? How long does this
That's
last?
free.
I mean,
You've never done a freehand, baby.
I mean, until it changes back and we know that you're out of danger, just don't touch the little man.
I think I'm going to go for a bath. Anywhere.
Hold that
You know,
bath.
people who've been poisoned. Does that count? For a disease?
Harry starts rolling d20s ominously.
Okay.
It'd be funny if it didn't even happen. Just be like a D6 psychic damage at the thought.
You
Do you
can't
know
let
what,
your
I
dick
think I'm
fall,
just gonna go,
Feroz.
like-
I just got 43 prostitutes' numbers.
I think I'm just gonna go stand under the waterfall,
Yeah.
until I am convinced that there is not a single ounce of soot on me.
Yeah. The fear of the soot at any point could turn into like those little fragments of diamonds that they say they put in drill bits to drill through metal because it makes them stronger. And yeah, you're probably there for a good 30 minutes, Barrels. You probably get stalkers in a fucking public park a little bit. At some point, a park warden probably comes over, tries to move you along, and you're so like deliriously screaming and frantic at him. He just leaves you alone. He just says it's not worth it. So he's like, half the city's fucking falling off. I have to deal with this shit, and just leaves you to it. Diverts a small group of school children who are passing by. Keep them protected, and you inherently from exposure. But yeah, after the 6 hours passes, the Trace teleport spell boom, radiates out from this individual. And you see he begins scanning around. You watch his eyes glow with a strong, potent, arcane energy.
Is it working?
Oh my god.
He looks to the northeast. Okay. So I know roughly where he's gone. A map would be good to work this out. Anyone got a map of Kemnor on the holostrap? I might have one somewhere. I just need to find it.
I don't.
I don't think any of you have bought a map
No.
of Kemnor. So no. It does take him some time to find it. But whenever he does, he pulls it up. And he pulls up... Second. But he pulls up a holographic projection of the Isle of Kemnor for you all. It is a large continent. If you've ever been on it, it's big. If you've seen it on World Anvil, it's not exactly a small place at all. I was hoping to find my fucking home reference. I don't put it on Roll20. So you may just have to fucking deal. He pulls up an area kind of to the northeast of you, the direction he's looking. It's an island. To the west lies the Sea of Ice, and to the right, to the right-hand side lies several areas of interest: Pasto, Waton, the Shrine of Fiery Ruin, the Lost Sanctum of the Lich Baroness, all highlighted there. Also Bawanga on a different island. And those will be all the ones kind of in the immediate pickup. However, it does intersect with the route for Tilm, one of the overflowing cities. And he shows up for you and goes like, so it's somewhere within a 200-meter radius. Any of these locations here, it could be the island. He could have gone to the jungle of Bawanga, the Sea of Ice. There's a shadow, the spire, the shrine of the fiery ruin, Pastau, Watson,
Forest of the what? The
Bawanga,
BW.
Oh.
Bawanga.
BWAANGA.
No, I spotted my own way.
That's number one.
Giant
Painkillers.
shrine of
Your painkillers near you.
Fiery,
Downstairs.
the fiery ruin.
Fiery Ruin, and what was the final one?
Pastau Watun, the Lost Sanctum of the Lich Baroness.
Sanctum of the Baroness. Wait,
Watun,
Baroness.
Pastau, and then also Tilm. It intersects the route that Tilm would follow.
And intersects. Route.
Maybe we go to Tilm. Wait, was Tilm the one that your dad was worried about?
Tilm is
Tilm
the
was-
most advanced.
the
of
most
all cities,
magic.
yes.
Yeah, there's the one they're most worried about, so we're...
So
Right,
yeah, why
right.
don't we get it shipped to Tilm?
Yeah, sounds like a
That
plan.
seems to be the most logical course of action.
Like, he might be somewhere else, but let's face it, like, if he's in a floating city, that's where he can do the most damage.
And we can figure out from there where the nearest Temple of Saparna is. See if we can track him to there, maybe.
His cover is blown, though. Would he hide in another temple?
Would another temple take them?
I
Mm.
mean, if they're a religious extremist group, there might be other religious extremists over there.
Or maybe all of Dryad's Tears or Saparna's, and maybe just ask around. See what people know of Dryad's Tears.
Well, if nothing else,
Well,
we should get a ship there.
Yes, Tilm seems to be the best
We
next
can
stop.
worry about where to find him exactly then when we get there.
Yes. Well, at least then we know that we're intersecting. We can always get off and look.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. Sorry, I have to get painkillers. I feel like my face is exploding.
Okay, so if you, I mean, for brevity's sake, you're gonna return to the council buildings, find the Chancellor, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So, you head back to the Chancellor. She kind of takes your notes aside of what you've seen, nods, and just kind of acknowledges it all. And she goes, "Well then, it seems you have a destination. I can put you in touch with one of our faster vessels to try to get you to Tilm as quickly as possible. But it is by no means a short journey, not even the slightest."
How
Very
long?
well.
The sooner we leave, then the better.
Indeed. We passed Tilm's intersect route. A good 20, 30 days ago, which is fine. The problem is Tilm is going to intersect our route probably a lot quicker than that. You can't just go back on yourself. You're going to have to preempt it, which means you'll have to head southeast over the Sea of Horda towards the Temple of Elemental Evil, I'd imagine.
Sounds lovely.
Your best bet is to go southeast as far as you can, and then north along Tilm's route until you meet the city itself. The captain will probably have more accurate idea of what you're dealing with. And destination times and things like that. You could try to take a Tev. You'd have to go up and down. Again,
Whichever's the quickest.
I wouldn't have access to a Tev on payroll. But the airship I could provide would be able to take you there.
Let's go.
Off we go then.
I don't think we can afford a Tev either. We just
No.
spent a good chunk of
Earnings.
our earnings on the information that he's in town.
Fair enough. Well, this will grant you, and this large woman, she gestures across her hollow strap, and she grants you all chartering rights to the Starwind Serenade.
Cool.
You'll find it docked on the Sun Isle near the starport, just to the south, where the most of the airships make. The captain's a good man. Arundel has taken me on many a journey before. Courteous. Smart. But, fickle. She is a, she changes with the season, would be the appropriate way to describe her.
Oh, I know
Or
what
him,
that
depending
means.
on what season they find himself in. I hope that they can get you to Tillman time.
We shall see.
Not.
Let's go, gang.
Let's go find.
Go.
Let's go on an adventure.
Another adventure indeed. You head down to the docks. You head down to the docks and you see these air docks are not like docks in the ocean. They don't have wooden platforms that span out with like long braces that touch the seabed. They are supported from the actual island itself. As they jut out, the supports are large, almost like bend, curved struts that come out from below and connect themselves to this like long metallic walkways that all match this like they glow with light and color, highlighting the edges with caution. As the drop below is thousands and thousands of feet. Following the directions that you were given, you see this magnificent airship. It is crafted with all the tactician you'd expect to see of elven precision, magical enhancements. You see a hull of polished wood and reinforced steel. You see elven carvings adorning the exterior, depicting celestial scenes, mythical creatures, and intricate patterns all inspired by nature and Serpana herself. You see the silhouette just cutting through the air quite sleekly, reducing drag, allowing for probably smooth and efficient flight. At the bow, there is a figure ship. The figurehead, is sculpted in the likeness of Serpana herself, with outstretched arms kind of flayed back over. And these huge seals kind of like lie above on masts of this like heavy fabric. At the minute, they are all pulled up taut, stopping the airship from moving anywhere. But even from that, you can see they are covered in color and patterns that are also being like folded and collapsed in on itself. The deck itself, it is a very traditional airship. You see a lower main deck, a raised aft, and a raised what's the front of the ship called? Stern, aft and stern. Stern might be back, but a raised aft and raised stern. You see the ship's wheel is mounted on the highermost deck at the rear, giving a good view kind of down the entire length of the vessel itself. It's almost styled similar to a sailing ship. However, its keel doesn't bend in the way you'd expect. Instead of bending down to the bottom, it bends from the back to the rear. So it is it curves up ever so slightly, but it doesn't have like that keel that would use to cut through the water and the waves. It just is very smooth the whole way along for that aerodynamicness. And the front has this large glass shielding that kind of covers the first like third of the vessel as well, again to kind of force the air to flow over it, not too dissimilar to how a like convertible car kind of like bounces the air off, effectively bouncing it up into the sails itself. And yeah, you see this beautiful ship there, like parked, waiting.
Should we go and say hello?
Hope no one gets airsick.
It couldn't help. I will go and say hello. See if we can get onto this ship. I assume there's some kind of like scanning system.
Badges. Badges.
You can come up.
Badge.
There's a brief little touch of your console, and yeah, you immediately find yourself being healed. You hear a voice echo through the your hollow strap as you scan near the ship itself, and you hear this voice would be of a female elf. You hear kind of like ring out. And you hear, "Who is it that would try to beseech the crew of the Starwind?"
We've been sent by the councilwoman. We acquired passage to Tilm. I believe you're expecting us.
Please allow me to check with the captain. Pause. You then hear another voice. Well, well, well. So you lot are the new cargo that I have been entrusted to make sure reaches a destination safely. Fair enough. You may come aboard. We don't bite.
I suppose that's a good thing, because I do. And I'll make my way aboard. And
I'll follow.
are you guys coming? They said they don't bite.
Yes.
It's better than
After
most of the ships I've been on.
Asher walks behind, just like, hi, and then scurries onto the ship.
Okay. So, you step aboard. You are immediately greeted by a warm atmosphere on the ship, despite standing on the surface. The like cooler wind of the afternoon and evening blowing past seems to bounce off elegantly, despite not having a glass shielding on all sides. And you're greeted by a moon elf. You see the pale skin, long black hair, silver eyes, female in form, but very athletic. Not much curvature at all, very lithe and skinny, long braided hair, and she kind of gives a little nod and goes like, "I am first mate Moonshadow. You are designated as the most recent saviors of Oel and Aerith on our system, which isn't very personal. We're not a big crew. We're only 8 of us here. Just enough to get the ship ticking by. That means you can't afford to simply be cargo, as the captain would put it. You will need to put a little bit of work in. Yeah. especially if
Fine
anyone
with
gets
me.
hurt. Good. This might give you a little idea of how a ship runs. She gestures up towards the wheel. You see kind of like getting things ready now and set. It looks like the ship is in full motion, but when you approached it, it was quiet and still. But since you healed it in discussion, it has jumped to life. You see a storm kind of like inflicted elf man. He has this like big gray eyes that almost match the color of a dark clouds. His whole like upper neck, he has that like fractal pattern of a where a lightning strike has hit someone incorrectly. He is very physically strong. And he kind of is there like preparing the wheel. She gestures like helmsman Kalen Stormwind. She gestures down the bow to the front of the ship, where you see there's this large ballistae, which currently another male elf, this one probably a moon, not a moon elf, sorry, a Shadow Kai with this long silver white hair is moving towards, and he's got this big heavy quiver of ballistae bolts that he's like slung over his shoulder. He's like moving like as quick as he can, but still bogged down by it, and he's there beginning to get it set and loaded up and ready, and goes like, Gunna Erevan. She kind of points over to someone climbing the rigging, a very lithe-looking wood elf woman. She kind of has like earth-toned attire, a cape shaped like a leaf, and she kind of climbs up. Goes, "That is Nendia. I'll look out. If I could get engineer, medic, and navigator on deck, please." And as they come up one at a time, you see the medic is a another wood elf. This one maybe druid in nature, you're not sure. Based on her attire, she has this vibrant auburn hair. And he goes like, "This is Lirleth. She is our ship's doctor. This is Galadris, the engineer." You see a emerald green hair, covered in tattoos, smoking a cigarette as he comes out on the deck. Kind of like his hollow strap, where you guys only have a wrist strap. He has a hollow strap that goes on his wrist, his bicep, on his shoulder that betrays a screen almost similar to a violin's chin rest. They can just about look down, that kind of almost making his whole arm look artificial. He gives a little small nod as he adjusts his like glowing glasses. You see the navigator as she gestures, deep blue hair, starry eyes, definitely a night elf of some kind, a moon elf again. And she kind of like is there, and her hollow strap again, much like the engineer is fairly advanced. But hers seems to always be projecting a map at the current location located on it. And he goes, "And navigated Thylindra. Welcome aboard the Starwind. The captain is in probably, hopefully be in a better mood tomorrow now that this is happening, but is not in the best of forms. They have retired to their chambers for now, but they will meet you tomorrow. They said they didn't want to meet you on a cold day." But again,
No worries, no worries. I'm sure that we can meet the captain in due time. It's a long journey, after all.
indeed, we do obviously have a few things on this ship that are perhaps you would say missing. There is no immediate cook here. We all pitch in. I am obviously the first mate. Gestures to the engineer, goes like, "This doubles as our bosun," and gestures to the navigator and goes like, "And this would effectively be a quartermaster as well, if you were looking for a point of reference." And that is her basically filling the officers and crew roles that you would normally find on a traditional Tev. On a Tev, you would have a captain, a first mate, a bosun, a quartermaster, a surgeon, and a cook. Those would be officers of the ship. So they would be quite key. So this ship has all of those roles currently filled, which will give you guys an opportunity to explore those roles and kind of see what they entail from kind of a more on-hands approach. How this will work is there are 8 members of the crew. The captain and the first mate I will always control. Just because it is they will be able to kind of control the primary areas of the vessel. The other 6 members, you could all pick one who you think you would have good interest in the kind of seeing how that role would play out. You would get access to their stat block, and you can kind of do what they would normally do. Just to give you a little taste of what an officer on a TEV may run like and may function like, which could be beneficial to you. Obviously, if one of you is set on wanting to control the captain, control the first mate, that's fine. It just may have a little bit of more hands-on from me. But you'll all control one, which means that I'll control 3 of them. You guys will control the rest of the crew alongside yourselves, which also means you're in combat. It won't be as boring as, like, 8 NPCs take turns. You're still going to be kind of involved in that kind of style of things as well. This ship is unique to other vessels because they don't have any, what would be just referred to as generic crew. They are all hands-on to a degree. They're not all officers, but they're all named and th're all unique because this is the uniqueness. Mechanically speaking, that's just how it's going to run. This is something I'm experimenting with. This is all homebrew ruling and how this works. So again, this may change. This is also an experiment for me. So, don't take everything with a pinch of salt. If something might work better another way, please tell me if that would work for you as well. Again, this is kind of more a delving into the unknown in that sense. The ship, upon your behest to head to Tilm, they will chart a course. They will tell you that it's going to take about 26 days double back to Tilm's route on a intercept approach, and then you would have to head north.
What about if we headed southeast? Like, no, I might have got mixed up in my directions here.
Yeah, so the plan at the minute is you would head southeast to intercept Tilm, and then once you hit the route it follows, you would then follow that route north, so you would meet somewhere in the middle. Because they're not 100% sure where Tilm last was, so they have to give it the widest arc possible. So minimum 26 days, maximum 36 days, and that will be down to things like the role of the navigator and other people during the ship. So what happens on this vessel is not necessarily downtime, but not every day will be eventful, but the outcome may be crucial. You will still reach Tilm, but whether you reach it in 26 days or in 36 days may be the fate of a dice roll. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think now is probably a good place to call it, because I'll have to prepare your journey. Obviously, we kind of have touched on most of the stuff we planned last time. And we have to see if anything eventful will happen on this route. On that note, how much into the belly of the beast of this kind of longer travel do you all want to go? I think, personally, the way the campaign will run, it would help to delve into it, especially in the early game of rolling every day for encounters and things like that, or mishaps and that whole scheme. I think it's very interesting because this is your tutorial. I think if I had to put it in game mechanics, this is your tutorial. This is your first ship you're not in charge of, but you're going to see how they work, understand them. It is my hope that eventually you guys will have a ship of your own. Maybe that won't happen. This will go a completely different way. But the way I would hope it to go is you would at least be able, in a position to charter ships over distances across planets, across the Expanse, things like that. So what I would ask is, do you care about the ship's long journeys? Do you care about the interaction with the crew? Like, is that something that you'd be interested in? Or is it simply, yep, we got on a spaceship, it flies into the air, and then we land at the next planet, and we're there? Like, how much of the journey is important to you in the regard of traveling through the distance? I suppose it's important because
I think the journey will be a good part of it.
Yeah, that adds more to it, I think.
And I think Beros was built around this kind of stuff of being on a ship and
manning a ship and steering
manning a
it
ship
combat.
and like enjoying the enjoying more the travel between planets than anything else. Like Beros likes to travel and likes to see the stars rather than sitting down on planets.
In that case, for those who hold a good RP itch, being on the ship, it's a really good time to meet the crew, talk to them, talk to each other, do things. Like, that's a really good opportunity in that time, because not every day on a ship is, we're being boarded by, like, space pirates. It's, you know, some days, nothing.
Unless you've gone through a really bad area.
Exactly. So just to bear in mind, you know, it's gonna be a good opportunity, things like that. Think about it. Think about the crew I described. Is anyone you're like interested in, or like, you know, have a think. You know, like, take the same way I prep between sessions. I wouldn't expect you to prep the same way I do, but I would expect you to at least, you know, have little plans and things in your head. Because if I just say, okay, you got 26 days, what do you do for them? You know, it's going to require a bull by the horns a little bit. You're going to have to take your own initiative. I can obviously roll the dice every day and see if anything happens and plan out the route, and I can, you know, plan. But that may just become, you know, for 3 days nothing happens. On this day you get attacked. For 4 days nothing happens. You need to make. I can make the crew come to life, but I need you to get invested in them and, you know, like, you know, drive it just as much. Whatever you put in, you will get twice as much out of it. If you don't put anything in, it will just be, you fly to this location, you get attacked 4 times. If you put the effort in, it will be something completely different. And both ways are completely viable ways to play. But just so you're aware, don't expect me to fuck me over here writing monologues for 8 different fucking characters and be like running you through a little like 8-man show of a story here on my own. It's gonna need you all to fucking throw stuff into the ring here.
Yeah.
So think about it. Or think about things you might want to discuss with your players. Because when you're trapped on a fucking airship for, you know, 3-4 weeks, it's a good time to hash
I
out.
feel like
It's
it's
a
something
giant
all of us.
Cyrus definitely
wanna
has
know
a few
about.
questions for a few people.
All I'm saying is, next session, I want to open with...
Cyrus holding Volga over the side of the ship like, tell me what you wrote!
Next session, I want to open with, like, so what do you want to do? And then not speak until I say, guys, I think we're out of time. Take it like that. Let's see what we can find on our little ship. As you all get aboard, you chart a course, and it begins just... The engines coast off as you begin sailing southeast on a rough intercept course of Tilm, riding back to the Starwind Serenade. And that's where we're gonna stop for today. Bye.